In today's video, we go beyond the borders of the United Kingdom to explore the global wizarding community. In the Harry Potter books and films, we are primarily introduced to the wizarding world of the UK. But with the emergence of the Fantastic Beasts franchise, the universe has expanded, revealing new countries and magical cultures. A good portion of these movies takes place in the United States and France, and upcoming chapters promise to explore even more locations around the world. With this increase in knowledge about other magical communities, it's fascinating to observe how wizarding culture varies from place to place. In this video, we'll focus on a specific aspect of this diversity: magical school systems. While Hogwarts is considered by many, possibly with some bias, to be the best magic school in the world, it's far from being the only one. Today, we'll explore the other known wizarding schools and their peculiarities. We've discovered that there are at least 11 officially registered schools within the International Confederation of Wizards, the chief regulatory body of the magical world. Although there are other unofficial institutions, little is known about them. Furthermore, many magical communities prefer to homeschool their young, which explains the relatively small number of schools compared to the total number of countries. Another alternative for areas with smaller wizarding populations is distance education, a more accessible solution in some regions. Thus, despite the 11 registered schools, there are various options for magical education. Now let's get to know these institutions and their characteristics, starting with the famous Brazilian school, Castelo Bruxo. Castelo Bruxo, located in the Amazon forest in northern Brazil, Castelo Bruxo is a renowned magic school that caters to students from all over South America. With a rich history, this institution is as old as Hogwarts, dating back about 500 years before European colonization. According to magical world records, the building is made from an imposing golden rock, reminiscent of a temple. To Muggles, however, the school appears only as ruins, thanks to the powerful enchantments that protect it. Just like Hogwarts, the grounds of Castelo Bruxo are guarded by magical creatures. In this case, the Kaiporas, mischievous and furry spirits, look after both the students and the local wildlife. The school uniforms are quite distinctive: vibrant green robes adorned with patterns of yellow lines, red rings, and blue triangles. Students at Castelo Bruxo excel in subjects like herbology and magizoology, areas of great importance at the school. Interestingly, Armando Dippet, Hogwarts headmaster before Albus Dumbledore, had a meeting with Benedita Dourado, headmistress of Castelo Bruxo, at some point in the 20th century. Initially, there were plans to set The Secrets of Dumbledore in Brazil, which could have deepened our insight into this fascinating school. Koldovstorets. Russia's magic school, Koldovstorets, is located in a hidden area of Lake Ladoga. Its name comes from the Russian words koldovstvo, witchcraft, and tvor, creator, forming the meaning creator of magic. This school is one of the 11 registered with the International Confederation of Wizards, and possesses unique characteristics that reflect Russian magical culture. Want to learn more about the other wizarding schools and their peculiarities? Keep watching the video. There isn't much information available about the school because J.K. Rowling chose not to publish many additional details about this specific academic institution. However, fans have been exceptionally creative and have published unofficial details, including the school having a protective barrier around it, and a house system with the houses called courts, and represented by coral, pink, turquoise, and amber. The only canonical information we have on Koldovstorets is that they have their own version of Quidditch, where instead of flying on brooms, they fly on trees. Durmstrang, located somewhere in the far north of Europe, is known for its dark reputation, and was once home to the infamous dark wizard Gellert Grindelwald before he was expelled for experimenting with twisted magics. Besides the students and staff of the school, No one knows exactly where Durmstrang is located, as visitors to the school must agree to have their memories erased by memory charms so they forget how to get there. According to the Wizarding World, visitors speak of vast grounds with many breathtaking views, including the great curing and spectral ship that is anchored in a mountain lake behind the school, from which students dive in the summer. Durmstrang was originally founded during the Middle Ages by a Bulgarian witch named Nerida Volchanova, who successfully ran the school until her mysterious death. The dark wizard and former Death Eater Igor Karkaroff became headmaster of the school, promoting a culture of fear. Ilvermorny, located on the highest point of Mount Greylock, is North America's school of witchcraft and wizardry. It was founded in the early 17th century by an Irish witch, the only child of William and wife of James Stewart. Together, Iseult and James founded Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and established its 4 houses: Thunderbird, Wampus, Horned Serpent, and Pookwoogie. Ilvermorny is described as a grand American school of magic, hidden from non-wizards by various powerful enchantments, often manifesting as a crown of misty clouds. The school began with Iseult and James teaching their adopted children in a small cabin. But over the years, its operation grew, eventually becoming a full educational institution. Ilvermorny's reputation continued to grow, becoming a boarding school receiving students from all over North America. The current headmaster of Ilvermorny is Agilbert Fontaine, a direct descendant of one of the first 12 Aurors of Macusa. Beauxbatons, located in the Pyrenees Mountains in southern France, the Beauxbatons Academy of Magic was founded sometime in the 13th century by an unknown witch or wizard. The school is said to be stunning in appearance, with majestic gardens and a magical fountain that possesses healing properties. Part of the school's impressive physical appearance can be attributed to donations from one of its alumni, Nicolas Flamel, also known as the creator of the Philosopher's Stone. The school's crest features 2 crossed golden wands shooting out 3 stars. Beauxbatons is frequently mentioned in the Harry Potter books, especially in The Goblet of Fire, where it competes against Hogwarts and Durmstrang in the Triwizard Tournament. The Beauxbatons uniform consists of light blue robes made of fine silk, along with a light blue hat. The current headmistress of Beauxbatons is Madame Olympe Maxime, a half-giant witch who maintains a good relationship with the students. Mahutokoro, situated at the apex of the volcanic island of Minami Iwo Jima, is the revered Japanese institution for magical education within the Harry Potter universe. While the exact founding date remains shrouded in mystery, J.K. Rowling describes Mahutokoro as potentially one of the oldest wizarding schools, drawing parallels to the antiquity of Hogwarts, suggesting a history that spans centuries, if not millennia. This school notably takes in students from as young as 7 years old, which is earlier than most other magical schools, showcasing its commitment to early magical education and academic rigor. Mahutokoro's educational system includes a house-like structure similar to other known wizarding schools. However, unlike the more commonly known Hogwarts houses, information on Mahutokoro's specific houses, their names or their traits, is not extensively detailed in official sources. Instead, the school emphasizes a unique approach to magical learning, where students are provided with enchanted robes upon arrival. These robes grow with the student and change color to reflect their academic progress, starting from a faint pink and turning gold if the student excels in all subjects. This serves as a visual testament to the student's magical prowess and adherence to the school's strict academic standards. The school's location on Minami Iwo Jima provides a secluded environment, ideal for magical education. Students are transported to and from school on the backs of giant storm petrels until they reach the age of 11, at which point they typically board at the school. This method of transportation is not only practical, but also adds an element of adventure and connection to the natural world, which is deeply ingrained in Japanese culture. The island itself, believed by Muggles to be uninhabited, allows for a degree of freedom in magical practice, including flying around the island with wands. However, there's a practical limitation where students are advised not to exceed 200 meters in altitude, likely to avoid detection by Muggles or to adhere to some form of magical regulation or safety protocol. The uniform at Mahutokoro is distinctively traditional, with students wearing kimonos, which further ties the school to the cultural heritage of Japan. This attire is not just functional, but also symbolic, reflecting the school's respect for and integration of traditional Japanese aesthetics into its magical education system. One of the most unique and intriguing traditions at Mahutokoro involves a final test for students in their last year. This test assesses their readiness for advanced magical practices. Successful completion allows students to graduate and receive a new name, symbolizing their transition into full members of the wizarding community. Additionally, they are awarded new brooms, specially marked with symbols that denote their achievements and status. This practice underscores the importance of both magical ability and personal growth within the school's culture, emphasizing the transition from student to adept wizard or witch. In summary, Mahutokoro stands out not only for its rigorous academic standards and early magical education, but also for its deep-rooted traditions that blend seamlessly with Japanese culture, making it a unique jewel among the global network of wizarding schools described by J.K. Rowling. Ouagadougou, located in Africa, is a school of magic with a rich tradition in astronomy and alchemy. Although the exact location of the school is not known, it is described as a magnificent institution, renowned for its skill in teaching wandless magic, using spells based on gestures and incantations. The Wizarding World states that Ouagadougou is a magical school that accepts students from all over Africa and has the continent's highest mountains as its backdrop. Students study in a grand castle and are taught in many subjects, including transfiguration and spellwork. The school has a long and fascinating history, and one of its former headmasters was a wizard named Babajide Akingbade. Hogwarts was established sometime in the 10th century, situated in the Highlands of Scotland. Although its exact location has never been disclosed, the need for secrecy arose because, at that time, wizards and witches faced persecution from Muggles, who feared and were hostile to any sign of magic. To safeguard the school, its students, and teachers, various charms were cast, hiding Hogwarts in such a way that if a Muggle stumbled upon it, they would only find ruins and warnings to stay away. The creation of Hogwarts was carried out by 4 wizards: Godric Gryffindor, Rowena Ravenclaw, Helga Hufflepuff, and Salazar Slytherin. As the Sorting Hat itself states, all of them had a common desire to found the best magic school in the world. The name Hogwarts came from a dream of Rowena Ravenclaw, in which a wart-covered boar led her to a cliff near a lake, which might have been the chosen spot for the school's construction. Immediately after its founding, the emblem was created to symbolize the school, with the Latin phrase Draco dormiant nunquam titillandus, translating to "never tickle a sleeping dragon." Each of the founders chose to establish their own house, representing the characteristics and skills they most valued. Thus, Godric Gryffindor valued courage, Rowena Ravenclaw intelligence, Helga Hufflepuff justice and loyalty, and Salazar Slytherin ambition and cunning. These principles formed the 4 houses of Hogwarts, resulting in a diverse community of students, each highlighting unique and fundamental traits to the magical universe. We've discussed the details of 8 schools in this video, since the other 3 don't have enough information yet. Subscribe so you'll be the first to see when they come out. Love you all and see you next time.